person who can manage my schedule with the care and precision on which I thrive. He's organized and forward-thinking, and besides all that, he's a truly interesting person. I don't know what I'll do without him if he one day decides to move on with his life. He's also, obviously, a pain in my ass. Whatever, Carrie, just have the pants will be waiting, he interrupts, just barely covering the evidence of his giggle with efficiency. Great. While I have you, I just got confirmation of your schedule for Positano. I'll be spending the next 10 days in Positano, Italy, one of the most beautiful places in the world, but this isn't the kind of trip that warrants leisure or fun. This is purely business, which pretty much sums up my life, visiting some of the most sought-after destinations across the globe, all in the name of work. God, I can't even remember the last time I took a vacation. Saw somewhere just for the pleasure of seeing it, enjoying it, relaxing. No doubt it was years ago, before I graduated college, before I started cruise nightlife, before I became responsible for a billion-dollar empire. But I hardly have reason to complain. I have a great life with great, somewhat overbearing friends, and because of my wealth, access to anything and everything I might want right at the tip of my fingers. Fantastic. Run it down for me. When you land, it'll be early tomorrow morning Italian time, and you have a full day of meetings scheduled. I suggest you try to get a little sleep on the flight so you can adjust to the time change swiftly. Thanks, Mom, I tease, and he clucks his tongue in a way that sounds a lot like fuck off. I ignore it and focus on my priorities. Who am I meeting with tomorrow? The first meeting is at 8 with Matteo Russo, and the second is at 9 with Stefano Alfonsi. Both are big Italian businessmen with deep pockets who just so happen to want a piece of the cruise nightlife pie. Their investments would be helpful, but it's not necessarily wanted or needed. I'll just have to see how much sugar and honey they want to put on their proposition pies. And then, Carrie continues, you have a breakfast meeting with Franco Lugoni about delivery expediency, an 11 a.m. final walkthrough of Club Indigo, a meet, greet, and final instruction with incoming staff at noon, a 1 o'clock lunch meeting with Marco Luna, the club manager, a quick 3 o'clock drop-in with the resort manager to confirm your plans for club promotion allowances on the premises, and at 4:30, the owner of the company you're using for a complimentary private shuttle service wants to have a quick discussion about the contract. A wrinkle forms in my brow as he quits speaking unexpectedly. And then? My God, he says through a laugh. I'm getting to it, but unlike someone I know, I like to take a breath every now and then. I roll my eyes. I may not make the most extracurricular use of my time. I mean, I don't have a wife and 1.5 babies like most of my friends, but I'm breathing just fine. Carrie just likes to be dramatic about everything. You have the press coming to the hotel at 6 to gather some footage of you to air the next day. Why didn't we push that back to air in time for the opening? So you can work out kinks if they arise on opening night, boss man. Right, I nod. Good thinking. Jesus, Mr. Cruz, I've been with you long enough. I thought you'd know better than to question my excellence at this point. I shake my head, but I don't respond. His ego is big enough without my patting it. He doesn't seem to mind as he rambles on. After that, you're pretty much free until 8 when you need to be at Club Indigo for the big opening. God only knows what you, Mr. I work too damn much, are going to do with all that free time. I laugh at his merciless mocking of my one free hour of the day. I don't have a lot of downtime, but the point of my trip is efficiency. If I didn't schedule my every waking moment, this 10-day trip would easily turn into 20. I'm sure I'll be able to use it wisely. Dinner, perhaps, and maybe a little brainstorming to find some extra tasks for you to keep yourself busy with while I'm gone. I smirk to myself. You know, the usual. Well, you may have lost your pants, but at least you haven't lost your sense of humor. Maybe you'll be able to use that to find an exotic Italian beauty while you're there. I roll my eyes again, and somehow he senses it. Don't roll your eyes at me, Mr. Cruz. At this rate, I'm going to have to start scheduling dates for you and adding them to your calendar. I snort, but that doesn't stop him. Answer me this. If I put your wedding down for 2 years from now, will you order a bride off the internet just in the interest of keeping the appointment? Carrie? What? You are literally in the business of pleasure, but your whole damn life is the opposite. I'm not all work, I retort. I have fun. He snorts. When? I go out on dates. No, those are not dates. Trust me, I'm a man with...